You talked about your father. Can you tell us a little bit about your mother?
Oh, my mother was an extraordinary person. My mother homeschooled me until I was 13 years old and we came to the United States. And she homeschooled me. Let me just give you an example. When I was 7 years old, she started dictating Don Quixote by Cervantes to me. And she would dictate maybe 2 pages or so. I would write them. And then she would discuss the meaning and used it. The clear purpose was to teach me how to write well and how to spell. The real purpose was to teach me life's philosophy from her favorite book. And she kept doing that. We kept doing that together. And when I was 12, we finished the book. So she dictated the entire Don Quixote and gave it amazing philosophical lessons. And if we think of the time that she was doing this, there was a lot of politically dangerous things in Don Quixote but it was her way to train me. She used Greek philosophers. She read to me Rousseau. Rousseau was a forbidden author, was by the censorship. So she was very daring, and she believed very much in the connection of all the arts, and literature was her passion. When we started touring in the United States, she would read to us as we were driving for hours and hours to get to the concert. We gave 200, 250 concerts a year in the United States and drove to all of them, and she was just reading away. So she was an amazing, amazing person, and very intelligent and very loving woman.
Wonderful. My question for you as a musician, what music, in the full canon of all the music you've played for the decades and decades you've been performing, what music did you play yesterday or the day before that brought you joy?
I have been described by some members of my family as a pleasure pig. So, as a rule, I don't play anything that doesn't bring me joy. And I never was too much for playing something that I didn't like. So, everything. I was playing this morning, and I was playing pieces by Angel Barrios. When I'm playing, I fall completely in love with a piece of music, and it doesn't matter because how many times you play it. A piece of music becomes like a great friend. And how many times can you see your best friend and not get pleasure? It's wonderful to see what happens. It's a journey that you have with something you've played all your life. It's a journey to see how it changes, how it grows, how you change because of the music, and your interpretation changes. So it's always new.
I think it's worse things to be called by your family than a pleasure pig. So I think, well, we have time for
very much looking forward to seeing you on Saturday night. A related question to Brian's question is, I know you're known for both classical and flamenco. Is there a preference, or how do you approach each genre? Because they are, I assume you would approach them differently. And do you favor one over the other, or can you give us a little insight on that?
I love them both very, very much. I consider myself a classical guitarist. And I consider myself that I love flamenco, and I play flamenco, and I have made flamenco recordings, and I have played quite a bit of flamenco, but the majority of my profession has been in classical. And flamenco is the folkloric music of the south part of Spain. And I love to go there. We have a home in Granada. If you go out at night, you hear the different flamenco coming out from the caves, and it's a wonderful, wonderful thing. But then I love classical music too. So it's very difficult for me to say that I love one over the other. But I also enjoy the influence that flamenco has had in classical Spanish nationalistic music. And you'll hear, most people, even Spanish musicians sometimes don't realize how much of flamenco is in a piece like Concierto de Aranjuez that we are going to hear.
Thank you so much.